Hello everyone, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and today we're going to be talking about amethyst. This is another one of those crystals that if you are a beginner, you should definitely have this as a part of your kit. It is good for so many things, all right? So first of all, here's a hunk of it. Let's just start with this. I mean, it comes in so many different forms. You can get a tumbled version, yes, banded version. Here's another little piece of amethyst. I'll hold these up a little bit better here in a moment. And I have a very, very special piece right here that we will talk about. And I may even do a whole other video on this. But for now, get a piece of amethyst because this is good for calming, cleansing, spiritual protection, bringing you a sense of peace. And with all this sense of peace and cleansing, it gives clarity. It's good for dream programming. It's good for having, you know, nice dreams, right? It's also good for dreams that really bring up things to be healed. Did I say it yet? It's incredibly healing. It's good for travel. This is something that I always have. I always have like a piece of amethyst with me when I travel. I also work with Archangel Raphael, who, you know, oversees the heart chakra, and is all about healing. Again, that works with the amethyst as well. But Raphael also helps with travel, which a lot of people don't realize. But again, let's get back to the amethyst. It comes in so many different forms. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece here. And you can see it has these little micro points on them. Okay, and then the main one up here. It can range from dark purple, as you see in this tumbled banded one. Forgive the lighting. I'm more about being in natural light than worrying about anything. So if you see the little beads going across, it's just natural sunlight coming in. It's very cleansing. That's why I try. You know, I have lamps too, but I don't try to avoid natural light, even though it shifts and is the it's not very predictable, but I don't care. Anyway, you can see this piece here is very dark, beautiful, smooth. So this might be a good one to carry with you. This helps you get along well with others. Why is that? Well, again, it's that sense of peacefulness and feeling healed, because a lot of times our interactions with people, if they are harsh or what have you, it's because there's something going on with us, or there's something going on with that person. There's just, you know, that we're just not in a good place, right? So this can definitely help you feel at ease. Now, the word amethyst actually means not intoxicated or not drunk, right? So that's kind of interesting, right? And this is known to help people with addictions. So again, because of that whole not intoxicated thing, I guess, I don't know. But I think it's more because of the healing and the cleansing aspect of it. Self-discovery, having a gentle sort of realization about why certain things happen in your world, okay? So we have that. Because of its color, this is associated with the crown chakra. Yes, it also kind of goes into the third eye a little bit, so it makes a great meditation piece. Again, have a piece of it maybe under your pillow so that you have restful sleep. It really aids in deep understanding, deep acceptance, okay? And again, it's the big buzzword of realization. Now, I do want to show you this other piece here because this looks very, very different. There's that. And amethyst is actually one of those crystals. What did I do? Oh, it's right here. It's one of these crystals that's really, really special to me because this right here, this piece, I purchased. Here's another form that this can come in. Here's a piece that I purchased. Let's see if we can get it focused. That I purchased when I was a teenager from a place called Put-in-Bay in Ohio. Sorry, it's not focusing very well. It's so sparkly. Yeah, so I purchased it in a place called Put-in-Bay. It's actually Put-in-Bay. I understand that was a code name for an island on Lake Erie where during the War of 1812, ammunition was stored. That's why it's called that. But my whole region that I grew up in, it's very cavernous, okay? We have a lot of celestite in that area, and actually the celestite that comes from Ohio is more valuable than the stuff that comes from Brazil because you can't get it anymore. So I actually have a piece sitting right there. We'll do another video on that, but it's very, very precious. But yeah, I got this from Ohio, and this and a piece of blue agate were my first crystals ever. And then when I had another kind of big spiritual awakening, was a little bit older, here's the next piece that I ended up getting, which was amethyst. Yeah, so, and I actually got this, a piece of rose quartz and aventurine to meditate with. So I can just kind of sit and hold it like this. So has a special place in my heart, definitely. And because of that, you know, I have so much of it around me. It does do this amplifying of, again, that whole idea of, okay, be at peace, be healed, understand yourself, understand where others are coming from. You know, open that crown chakra. It's very associated with wisdom, right? Higher wisdom. And you name it, amethyst can probably cover it. Oh boy, now those little beads are, here, let me just shift. If I sit like this over here, does this help anything? I don't know. I don't know if that helps anything, but now we got the beads going right down my face. Okay, now that light is really shifting. I've got like the beads going right down my face. It almost seems like a chakra kind of thing, right? But okay. The only problem is it's beaming right in my eyeball. So I'm gonna turn like this so we can finish this video, okay? So the other piece that I have here, again, I will do an entire video on this. This is Auralite 23. It is basically also known as Canadian amethyst. So we have that. Just extraordinary. It's an incredibly beautiful piece. But again, I will do a whole other video on that. Because amethyst helps with awareness, it helps you be very, very productive because you start to realize, okay, well, that's not a priority. I don't need to stress about that. I'm going to go over here and help out with this. I also use this, used to, when I was doing a lot of writing, I would have a piece of this around to keep my creativity flowing, okay? Now, to cleanse, clear, and charge these, you do want to be careful with amethyst. This cannot sit in the sunlight. Don't do it. I think I was explaining the rose quartz video. If you haven't checked that out, get over there and watch it if you have some time. But I actually saw somebody who had, it was a big geode. It was like this, but it was like huge, in their front window, and it completely, in a store, and it completely bleached out the amethyst. So if you want, I mean, just to be safe, I think you can run this under water, moonlight, what is it, smoke, you know, you could do like sage around it as well. But the sage and the smoke, that's more clearing. That's not really cleansing it. And people will disagree on that and go, huh, what are you talking about? There's a whole process around it. So really what I like to do is I like to just hold it. Maybe I have a candle there and you can kind of put it over the light. You can also ask the angels and the archangels to come in and help you cleanse it. And then with smoke, you can clear it. And then to program it or to, you know, get it charged, here's what you do. Crystals do what you do. You can also charge it in moonlight. I know everybody has all these ceremonies that they do around it. That's cool, but I also feel like sometimes we overcomplicate things, right? So you can also just take a big bowl of salt and just, you know, put it right in there. I have a Himalayan sea salt lamp. Sometimes I like to put my crystals around it, and just really your intention is going to cleanse and clear and charge it. So there's just a little light treatment on what amethyst is. If you have any questions about amethyst, leave them down below. As always, I'm sending you so much love and take care.